Good morning, Viet Malaysia. Still not out of my system. I don't think it will ever be. It's been years. Just have to deal with it. Well, this morning I'm having a relaxing day. I'm gonna swap the bicycle out for some hiking slippers. Yeah, now it's my turn. Rally gets his chance. I'll have a short day on the bicycle. Only a couple of tens of kilometers. However, I will be activating my hiking muscles. I'll be climbing up the mountain with my little slops. So yeah, may the strength of the universe be with me. The ladies getting all ready for their little photo shoot thing. Looking all good. I slept like a rock last night. That was such a nice place that I actually booked another night. So yeah, stay in one more night. We'll rest the legs. Well, not really the legs, but the bum will get a rest, a much needed rest. After spending 25 days straight in the saddle, doing hard days, you know, the bum gets a bit sore. So I think it's going to thank me today. Yeah, so let's go see what that mountain has to offer. As you can see, I'm going full commando today, even on the bicycle. My padded seat cover is sufficient for the amount of Ks that I need to do today, and I need that place to be cool. There's the mountain that I will be climbing today. That's quite a climb, eh? If you know, in hiking conditions, that's pretty steep. And yeah, I'll see how my very clean white slops are gonna perform. I was having a chat at the robots with a guy on his motorbike, elderly guy, local guy of Chinese descent, and he asked me, why am I so fast? I told him, well, cycling around the world basically, so I got enough power in the legs. He asked me, where am I going? I said, to the top of the hill. He looked at me and he started to laugh. So it looks like I'm gonna have quite an adventure today. Looks like I'm almost there. Just a bit more on the bicycle, and then I'll be basically going straight up. Already on a massive hiker bike, just to get to the trailhead. So they got this tramway that goes basically to the top, so you can take shortcut. I'm here at the back of this temple, and I've got my bike locked up over there. This is where I'll start my hike, and I think it's going to be a sweaty one. Looks like I'm going to be going through a lot of jungle, and at least it will keep the sun off of me, so that's a good thing. So that tram runs on that pulley system, so it's tethered to the tram, and then there at the top it's got the massive motor that winches it all the way up, and it goes quite fast. Got my full commando suit on today, and it's gonna be a nice breezy one down there. About to start the hike up the mountain, and those people are taking shortcut. Look at them go. Lazy buggers. See, there's several stations for that tram where you would jump on and get the next one that pulls you up. Been on this trail for about 100 meters already, and so far it's stairs. And if it's just going to be stairs, it's going to be a breeze. I had a quick glance at the map and it shows that 3 kilometers to the top, and the peak is at 755 meters, and I couldn't have started more than 50 meters at the bottom. So 700 meters over 3 kilometers. Yeah, that's it. Pretty steep. Now the stairs do make it a lot easier. You got something firm to place your footing on, so that's a good thing. It's like I've got some strong competition there at the top. I'm rather going to take it easy, go slowly, enjoy the moment, let my bum rest. The saddle does some damage to it over so many days. You thought that traffic was brutal back there and yesterday, check this out. They're going the highway across the stairs. Carrying all their luggage with them as well. And off they go into the jungle. You can see them still crossing over there. I've tracked them from over there as far as I could see them, but they're probably a lot further up, and they're making their way all along there, down that tree, across here, across the steps, down there, across that donga, up that skinny little tree, across that branch, and up all along as far as possible, probably to the top of that big tree. They're an easy hike. There's been 2 or 3 of these little rest points already, and I'll just take a couple of minutes here and I'll have breakfast. Got those like chocolate buns for breakfast. It's really chocolate buns. They got this lacquer creamy chocolate in the middle. Here's one of those first transfer stations. That's where they most likely do the switcheroo. I think what they got here is just a get on get off type of thing, so you don't actually change over to a different tram. It seems like they go one shot all the way up, because here's an old one, yeah, which is not in use anymore. It's just covered in dust. So they probably got a new system in place where it's just one tram that goes straight up the hill, and you can either select to jump off or jump on and then continue. That's the view so long. There's a tram making its way up. Oh boy, that was interesting. I actually missed it, eh? So the one tram was coming from the top, another one coming up the bottom, and they both met in that split over there. So that's insane timing, eh? Seems like there isn't any transfer places. So if you get tired, you either got to go all the way back down or continue all the way up to the top, and then take it from the top straight down or from the bottom straight up. As you've seen, that runs on this pulley system, and each pulley wheel is unique because they've compensated for each little bend in the track. It's slowly starting to move, and it's picking up speed. So one is coming up, it's cruising now. Here comes that one from the bottom. And there comes that one down from the top. Cool was that, eh? I'll be visiting that temple today. There's that 23-kilometer bridge in the distance. I'm gonna do that bridge, but however, now that I'm staying on this side of the island, I'll just be taking the ferry back tomorrow morning. Unless I start off super early and cycle about 30 kilometers and then cross over. But we'll see. We'll see how it is. I don't want to kill myself just to experience crossing a bridge that I could probably end up in ruined over on anyway. See these people, they live on this mountainside, but it doesn't look like it's been cultivated in a long time. And we've got a house over there, a little shack over here, and there's still some water being filled up in that little reservoir. I'm sure back in the day when there was conflict for whose land is whose, you even saw those Chinese people that built their houses out onto the jetties. A group of people also decided, well, they're gonna, go to a place where there is land. So these people most likely decided, well, we'll go climb the mountain and we'll start farming there, and we'll build our own place. I'm sure with this trail that's been built in the late 1800s that there was already some type of development going on at the top, most likely as a lookout point and also as a religious area where they would usually build some type of religious monument on the highest peak that they can find in the area. Building their temples on the highest point in the area was essential to them. Wherever they could find the highest ground, they would build their temple. Closer they are to the heavens. And also they probably didn't want every single Tom, Dick and Harry pitching up there. They only wanted the worthy ones to make the pilgrimage to the top. The way has now become a flat path. It seems like we've got normal houses here at the top, and we're going through their road. They must come down here with their motorbike, and it is pretty steep. Now there is a tar road that goes to the top of this mountain. It just starts way on the other side and makes its way up along the ridge, and it seems like then all of the residents in the area, they have to make their way to the top, or maybe there is some type of contour line and then come down a bit to where they live. And there we've got their garage with a bulletproof Honda Wave. So these fields still being cultivated. There's the oak there busy watering his plants. There's a girl there in front. She's been walking up backwards. Just a little bit of a side story with motorbikes. The most common motorbike used is the Honda semi-automatic, and those things have basically been modified to suit any needs. Then they will chop and change those things till it doesn't even resemble a motorbike anymore. They'll convert it into a tuk-tuk and haul people around. They'll convert it into a kitchen, into a plow, basically, where they they plow the fields with it. In any form they will convert it, and they use it for everything. And those are the true backbones of the countries, of the Southeast Asian countries. Not even just the Southeast Asian countries, just just the whole East Asian countries, they use them. And I'm pretty sure they released the first ones in the 60s, and obviously over the years they've just made them indestructible. They're basically the AK-47 of the motorbike world. Well, not even the motorbike world, just the motor world. And they are insane. I've used one of them to tour through Vietnam for 3 months, and I pushed that thing to beyond what I could even think was capable of. And they are awesome bit of machinery, eh? They are the true workhorse. They are the true workhorse. They are the true work. My vocabulary is disintegrating over the last few weeks. They are the true they are the true workhorses of the nation. That must be where the motorbikes and vehicles come from. And then we're back on our staircase. It is now becoming a route staircase, a natural staircase. I'm rather enjoying this natural trail, to feel the actual earth underneath your feet. I like it. Now I can't do too many stops here because there is mosquitoes. Oh boy. Those things just never leave you alone no matter where you go. I am loving the sections. Each step is its own unique one. Those girls there at the bottom, they started when I started, and we've basically been playing leapfrog, and they draped in their religious clothing, so it must be super hot for them. All got these little battery operated fans that they're holding in front of their faces, and I think this section is gonna be brutal for them, but I'm sure that they're doing it as like a pilgrimage, you know. So when they get to the top, they'll feel like they actually have received a proper welcoming. A better way to put it is that it will be more rewarding for them, more fulfilling, that they've actually achieved something. I am so glad that yesterday morning turned out to be such a cuck morning, causing me to take an extra day here on the island, because this is this is heaven. This is epic. This is well worth that struggle, and I'm so happy. This place is fantastic. These trails is just making it so much more pleasurable. I love it. I love it. It's so good. It is so good. That's just the cable pulley system that you hear in there, and they've been so kind to leave us some taps. Whoa, that's some pressure. Straight from the mountain. Cheers, you lazy buggers. You don't know what you're missing out on, yeah. Hey, how's it, man? Why are you looking so funny? I think we're almost at the top. When I get to the top, there's still another section where I'll continue to a little bit of a higher point, and see if we get a 360-degree view from there. That's quite a lovely tranquil pass that. You would think that this is a beautiful river, you know, sounds so wonderful with birds in the background, but there's one thing, smells like sulfur. So you know what that is? That's all poop water, that. You know, you can imagine how many people is at the top all taking a cuck. And the smell is pretty potent, eh? That looks like it's the top. Now it seems like that there is a whole network of trails here at the top, especially designed for those that come up with the tram, for them to go explore on. Now that's unexpected. Now it's a complete maze here at the top. Yeah, there's no there's no arrows pointing in any direction. They just randomly throw signs up and then you must just guess. That's alright, that's part of the fun. But I'm looking for a trail that will take me on to a slightly higher point, and it could have a 360-degree view of the whole island. It seems like I found the way there. There's also got a ticketing system. So let's see the extortionate amount that they're going to charge. A little cafe here at the ticketing office, and it's got stunning seating arrangements. And check that out. Alright, so the price is $250, and I don't think that at this stage that's going to be worth it for me. I've basically just got into the top, so I'm just going to go explore around and see what other options there are, and show if I came up here with a bus or the tram or something like that, then I would probably pay that to go get some nice views. But I've seen pretty epic places already. Let's go see if I can find another place. That's the end of the road for me. I had a quick chat with that guy on the other side of the gate, and he says that is the governor's house up there. So there's a whole new island that they're busy building. Somebody must have lost their drone. Yeah, you see those views there. I'm happy with that. What is it, about 110 degrees? I'll skip on paying 250 Rand just to see 360 degrees. One side's going to be ocean and the other side is that. So yeah, that's a win. It goes up even more. Lovely little garden leading to a restaurant. These monkeys have got the best view in the house. With me just exploring the top of this mountain and going through all of these restaurants and that, I'm going to be seeing a full 360 degree of this place. We even get to see the construction site. Yeah, we've got the tram at the top, offloading and picking up people, and then the other one at the bottom must be doing the same. And I wouldn't be surprised if they work on some type of system where the one pulls the other one up. Pretty sure that they work on that principle where the one goes down and it basically pulls the other one up, and vice versa. And then they just have a pulley system with a motor on it inside that just aids on that. You know, it just helps with the braking and assists when it needs to. In the tracks you can see the one cable, so that one's attached to the tram at the bottom, and then this one will then pull that other tram up, and you should see its cable when it goes by. Yeah, you see as it's moving, that other cable is also now getting pulled upwards. Yeah. So that one's got its cable attached to it, and then as that one goes down, it pulls the other one up. Okay, you see both cables are running at the same time, one going up, one going down. That basically proves what I was guessing. Basically works on the same principle as your typical cable cars and all those couple of things that pull the people up to the top of the mountain when they go skiing, whatever they're called. Except for this one, it's not a continuous loop. It just works on the principle of the one is attached to the other one, and it just swings back and forth. And there it comes up. With a few groceries as well. Just one more view for me, and then I'll be heading down. That was the top for me, and now I'm making my way down. Just taking a slightly different route during the first sections, and then I'll join up again on that main trail that comes up to the top. I wonder what that tree's true height is, if it goes all the way down into that valley. This place is off the trail, but I have to go check it out. It seems like it's just the caretakers that are here. There's definitely nobody living inside of it. I mean, the roof is starting to come apart, the tiles are falling off. and the fascia looks terrible. Looks like this place is no longer in use. 1929 is the build date on it. This is its view. I spoke to the caretaker that was living there, filled up my water bottle as well. He says that nobody's been staying there for many years, 2 decades, and I'm pretty sure it's just owned by the government. Maybe it is privately owned, not too sure. Maybe it's listed, as a part of heritage. So they just make sure that it doesn't get washed away. So maybe one day it will be restored in its former glory, and then people will go through it as part of a tour package. It did take me just over 2 hours to get to the top, and I think it will probably take me just over an hour to get down. And I won't be recording much as I make my way down for obvious reasons. I need to see where I'm going. I cannot afford to sprain my ankles. Otherwise it will be game over. Can you imagine staying here? He's even got his chickens. From this angle it looks like there's just a gate over there, and there's no way up this few switchbacks here. And when I came down, they asked me, is that the way? And I said no, it just goes to a dead end, it goes straight to the guy's yard. I actually let them come down a little bit, only for about 20 meters, and then I told them I was just joking. You got to build up that doubt in their mind and make them rethink another route. Even though I've been here already, I now have the view in the opposite direction. That guy's quads are gonna be destroyed. Don't poop on me. Now I need to start bracing myself, because I'm going to be heading through all that as soon as I get back on my bicycle. And this must be the mailboxes of the local residents. Well, I think you've got a few unpaid bills here, eh? What we got here? Huh? Hospital bills. Oh boy. Well, I've hit the halfway station, and I'm still busy procrastinating on the trails. Boy, at this rate I'm never gonna get done today. I left my place at about 9 o'clock this morning, and it's around 3 o'clock now, so I still got halfway to go down the mountain, and I still got to commute back to the accommodation on the bike. No point in rushing, so I might as well just enjoy the views, eh? Soon I'll be in that traffic and having dinner and then going to sleep, so why not enjoy the moment? And I'm certainly not going to be making it to that temple by today, so be it. Now how pretty is that, eh? Before the mosquitoes discover my sweaty legs, taking a quick break. We'll start to hear that traffic pretty clearly. It's making me walk even more slow. Well, I must be coming to the end of the trail now. That was lekker. Here's the trailhead that I passed through this morning. Here we go, ladies and gents. That was the hike to the top of the hill and back. Now I just hope my bicycle is still there where I stashed it this morning. Just where I left her. Cheers, you lazy buggers. You don't know what you missed out on. Now I can just take a break, sit here, slowly get done, and then make my way back through that traffic. Fly, boys and girls. A lot of them think that an indicator is just a Christmas decoration. Aye. Well, I must say the blazing back to my accommodation is going pretty good. The legs are nice and amped up from that hike, and my bum is nice and fresh. I think I just burned through my day's worth of recovery for my butt. Like a 1 liter Milo, some chocolate buns and cheese buns. I am freaking starving.